All right, y'all, it's time. In this video, we're going over 3 league-winning tight ends that you absolutely need in 2025. We're going to waste no time in this video. Get right into number 1. I'm going to talk about Brenton Strange. This is going to be the new number 1 wide receiver for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Evan Ingram went on to his way over there to the Broncos, leaving Brenton Strange. I mean, I think he can get the job done with Trevor Lawrence. We know Trevor Lawrence likes to target the tight end position. I mean, just look at 137 targets at the tight end position last season. That was 10th best in the NFL. So look, the opportunity is there. Brenton Strange is going to be playing for an offense, and look, we got to face it, right? The Jaguars, they ain't winning nothing in 2025. What does that mean? Well, look, you're going to have a negative game script. That means they're going to have to throw the football quite a bit in 2025. And what are they going to have to do with that? Well, yeah, they're going to throw a lot to Brian Thomas. They're going to throw a lot to Travis Hunter. But look, Brenton Strange is there. They're creeping and crawling. They didn't add a tight end anywhere that you need to say, well, wait, Brenton Strange might not be the guy. No, he is the guy. He is the guy, and he's going to get a lot of opportunity to put a plenty of fantasy points. Brenton Strange is going close to undrafted up in this biatch. You know what I mean? You can get him towards the back end of your draft and have yourself a nice elite tight end. Let's just face it. Look, to be a top 10 tight end in fantasy football, look, you ain't got to do much. You just got to not sprain your ankle and be not complete caca-doo-doo, and you can be a top 10, top 12 tight end. Brenton Strange can easily be that, especially with the opportunity he's going to see in 2025 with this garbage of a team with the Jaguars. Look, Trevor Lawrence, he's going to target the tight end position. Brenton Strange is going to be on your radar sooner or later. Make sure you get ahead of the curve and get this guy on your roster. But look, we're going to the second guy, and we kind of mentioned him a little bit. I'm going to say Evan Ingram, right? He is the new boy toy for Bo Nix, guys. He is going to be in there and just with a developing Bo Nix. It could be a fantasy diamond in the rough. I wouldn't surprise if he's a top 3, top 4 tight end this season. He's going to get a lot of opportunity, but they're saying, oh, wait, Bayou Bengal. Wait, the Broncos in general only had 72 targets to the tight end position. That was 3rd lowest in the NFL. Why are you recommending Evan Ingram? But look, if you had a team and your top 2 tight ends was Lucas Kroll and Adam Troutman, you probably would throw it to the tight end position, the 3rd lowest as well. They were a good team, a successful team. They're not going to throw it to these garbage cock-a-doodle, look, this garbage diaper, throat goat type of tight ends. You don't need none of that, bro. But look, you get somebody like an Evan Ingram in there, you could bet your bottom dollar they're not going to be the 3rd lowest targeted tight end position in the NFL this year. No, you got Evan Ingram now. And look, he's going to be a big target monster, right? You got Cortland Sutton on the outside. You never know. Is Marvin Mims taking a step forward? Troy Funk can take a step forward. Who knows? But we do know Evan Ingram can get the job done. And Sean Payton already said, look, Evan Ingram can kind of play our quote-unquote Joker role. And that's what we saw Jimmy Graham did back in his latter days. So we'll see. He might be able to move all over the line of scrimmage and get into a lot of situations where he could be dominant in 2025. Look, you can get the Evan Ingram towards the mid to back end of your draft. I would say mid, maybe not the back end, probably the mids of your draft. And you don't have to take one of these George Kittles or any of these guys. You know, you don't have to take a leap forward. You can get somebody like an Evan Ingram, still get you top tier production at the tight end position. So I like Evan Ingram in 2025. Last but not least, let's go over the last tight end we're going to talk about today. That's going to be Jawan Johnson for the New Orleans Saints. Look, you got 2 rookie quarterbacks, Tyler Shuck. You got Spencer Rattler. We don't know who the quarterback after the recording of this video is going to be, but I do know at the end of the day, you got 2 young quarterbacks. Who is their safety blanket usually? Well, that's probably going to be the tight end position, right? The Saints overall as an offense last season, 144 targets to the tight end position, which was 8th best in the NFL. And look, I like myself some Jawan Johnson. He just signed a 3-year, $30 million contract. They're going to get the guy the football. He used to be kind of like a basketball background, nice athletic type of tight end. He's got a knack for the end zone as well. Jawan Johnson can really set expectations for you in 2025, be an absolute monster. And even if Jawan Johnson is your number 1 tight end for 2025, you kind of just punted that position altogether. I think Jawan Johnson, he's going to have some of those games. It might be some games where he's going to frustrate you, but there's going to be some games where he blows up. And if he gets on himself a little bit of a streak and one of these quarterbacks really find a knack of throwing it and have a, their safety blanket being that guy in Jawan Johnson, you can see your team soar in 2025. But look, guys, these are 3 tight ends right now that I say right now could be league winning for you that you absolutely need to at least consider in 2025. Some of these guys are just not on everybody's radar, but they need to be on yours. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button, hit a subscribe button, right? We are pumping out so many videos at this point. It's just absolutely cocoa bananas in this biatch, right? I mean, we are so close to the NFL season, and you have to be prepared with gems in your back pocket like these 3 league winning tight ends to make sure you can set yourself apart from your league mates. Remember, guys, the ultimate goal here on the Bayou Bingo Fantasy Network is we want to help you hold up a trophy as the Super Bowl champion at the end of the league for you. So look, again, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I can't wait to see you guys on the next video. We'll see you guys next time.